You like the space?
I like the space.
That one's Earth.
Shit, dog, really? I thought that was Venus, son.
There's like a bunch of planets, and that's one of them.
Yeah, it's like the third one. It's got like the only things on it.
Yeah.
All the planets have nothing. We got all the things.
John Lithgow taught me that. How many Goldilocks planets are there? 4?
Oh, ones that are in the habitable zone?
There's a habitable zone.
Yeah, so when they look at exoplanets like NASA, and this is just obviously like what I've heard. I don't have a degree.
On the street.
Yeah, I learned this on the streets. NASA's hard. It's got a tough training program in Compton. But yeah, they look at exoplanets, which is basically just other basically planet-sized objects revolving around a star. And then depending on the size of the star, there's a habitable zone around it. And they call it the Goldilocks zone because it's neither too hot nor too cold for liquid water.
Oh, okay.
So that's the Goldilocks zone.
Okay.
And as far as the planets that we found in the habitable zone, I know we found like in the thousands of exoplanets, but I think it's over 100.
Over 100 planets in the Goldilocks zone?
Yeah. I mean, there's only a few that are even near us. They found 6 habitable planets. 3 of them were in the Goldilocks zone. 3 were very close. This is recently. I think it was in the Alpha Centauri, or no, is what star cluster? Can't remember the fucking constellation. They just found it, and it's 6 exoplanets that potentially have the chance for life, which is pretty astounding. It's just around 1.
Okay.
Like that's a good sign, I would imagine, for people who are looking for life. Oh, 6 around 1 planet, like bazinga jackpot. That's crazy.
I only know this because I was reading a Stephen King book, and one of the characters discovered the 4th Goldilocks planet.
Oh.
And I was like, dude, Goldilocks planet, that's some science shit. I'll remember that. It turns out that none of that was real, except for the Goldilocks planet thing. There's no 4th one. You said there's 3.
Well, there's a 4th one. I guess it's the 4th one they found a while ago.
Well, one of the characters in the Stephen King book is one of the guys that found the 4th one.
What was his name? You remember the character's name? It's probably dweeby as fuck, isn't it?
It's no. It's like, how come I don't remember it? He's like the main character's brother, Con.
Formaldehyde.
My name's Corn. I'm a scientist.
I keep eating this chocolate as opposed to what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, that was to share.
This was the share. This was the share chocolate.
Yeah, share chocolate, motherfucker.
I don't know why I thought this was all me chocolate.
Yeah, I gave Chris 6 pieces. Yeah. I didn't give you 18. All right, divide it up evenly.
I'm not the asshole who looks at everyone else's share. Okay.
Yo, I'm not the asshole. I
just get what I get, and I'm happy with it.
Whatever, guys. I'm not gonna be all fucking communist about the chocolate. Like, just like have as much chocolate as you want, I guess.
Well, I am Nyland Vigil. I am here with Nick Fischer, my friend, science nerd, baboon expert, and Chris Crazy Legs Fonseca.
Woo.
And what happened to John? He got drunk and passed out in a radiation zone.
Yeah.
And he's grown multiple limbs.
Yeah, he's just gonna go wash the oil off the ducts at Fukushima. Right. And no, it just took him down, man.
So send us some money, and we will use that.
Money or bottles of Dawn.
We'll use that to buy like rocks or something to throw at him till he's better. So
there's no coming back from that.
Keep him in your prayers.
It's a useless exercise, folks. Just write the obituary.
One of these days, I'm just gonna get progressively meaner with these, and one of these days compile all of them.
Here?
Yeah. Okay. Compile all of them and send them to him because I know he doesn't watch it back.
Good. Well, I hope that this hurts in the future, John. I hope you listen to this and hate yourself.
As opposed to normal.
More than the normal self-loathing you feel every day just from existing.
You had to bring chocolate.
Well,
I'm so focused on the chocolate.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I don't know why I'm blaming you for bringing the chocolate. That I can't
what the fuck? It's your
compose my impulses. And I'm like, God damn it, there's chocolate in the room. I've been like a live wire since I got back.
Yeah, I mean, you left the country. That's cool. How was it, man? How was Mexico? Did you find like inner peace? Did you sit by the beach?
I did sit by the beach.
Good. I was really worried you were going to spend the whole time in your room alone. So I'm really glad you got outside.
I got really close. No, but I did go outside. Not in the sun, but I like ran from shade to shade, avoiding it. But no, and then I sat in the shade by the beach, and then I read a couple really good books.
Which books?
Revival by Stephen King.
Shout out, Stephen King.
I finally got around to reading Born Standing Up, Steve Martin.
Okay.
I need to read that one forever.
Yeah.
And that one I'm still halfway through, and I finished Archetype by M.D. Waters because I was trying to read more books written by women. Because I don't read enough books written by women. I read an article about
Women read books. Just come no. Don't tell him.
Don't tell him. Don't
It
tell
would
him.
only serve to upset the Overlord if you knew.
Yeah. He doesn't read books, so he'll never know if no one
He
tells him.
is a reptile man. He is an Illuminati reptile.
But yeah, I read this thing a while back that was like, how many books do you read written by women? And I looked at my bookcase and I was like, about half of the books that aren't like by an author I like. Like about half of the books that I just pick up at random are by women. But then like I buy all the books by Nick Cutter and Stephen King and those and bring those out.
What
and
do you
now
think
Joe
that
Hill.
is? Do you think it's something about a writer writing just even from a subconscious level from the male perspective, and you as the reader reading it, that their interpretations of people and their actions maybe like jive with you more? Is that why you like male authors more?
I think so.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
what
that
psychology
jive
degree,
with
but
them. Well, that was in the article. The guy who
pretty
wrote
legit.
it was like, when someone posed that question to him, he was like, "Oh, none. I have like one book written by a woman in my whole bookcase." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I was glad that my ratio was more than that." But yeah, I think that's probably why I what'd you say, latch onto the male perspective more because I understand it.
because you're reading an author that writes knowingly or not, I'm guessing, like through the male perspective, because that's how they interpreted their whole life.
Right.
But it must be different reading from a woman's perspective, because I've read like 7 books in my whole life, so I couldn't I couldn't really tell you.
There was a lot of points in that archetype book. I also think it was like kind of an under my reading level book. I just bought it because it had bright colors and it looked cool. And it said robots on the back, so I was like, robots, and I bought it.
Yeah, I'm buying this.
But there were quite a few points in that book where I was like, this stupid bitch. And like kept getting to the point where like, you have a man that loves you at home, stop fighting robots. Even though he's lying to you, Declan is not your husband, like yelling at the book on the beach. Where like I couldn't understand her thought processes through, because she doesn't think logically through the whole book. Well, like I said, I think it's more for like a 20-year-old freshman college girl reading. Like, you have to fight the robot army, but you have all these emotions.
But now you have great pickup lines for 20-year-old
Yeah.
freshman college girl.
The point was to try and put more info in my head that I could draw from for stand-up. It dawned on me, you've heard me talk. Almost all of my knowledge about the world is from other stand-up comedians.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
As it should
That
be.
is every word that you say.
That is every word I
It's
say.
something to do with stand-up. I
Mhm.
heard this thing. I just wrote this bit.
Yeah.
I love you. 7 years, that's a lot.
Yeah. No, it's...
But you're funny,
It's
so it
weird
works.
that
You know,
it-
it's good. It's okay. If
Yeah.
you weren't funny, I would murder you with a shovel.
Mhm.
And I would bury you deep, deep, deep in the ground.
It is weird that it bothers people so much because it's just the only way that people can explain things to me is through like a stand-up format, is where it makes sense and clicks in my brain. But when I'm trying to write bits for myself, now I dive into my knowledge about a subject and it's all other people's jokes.
Mm.
So I was like trying to just read everything I can and get every perspective. So now I'm gonna yell like Declan is not my husband at some point in a bit. Some shit about cloning. Now that's in there.
Declan is just a guy with like, I don't know if he's tough or if he's got a kerchief. Like, I can't tell. It's such an oddball name.
Yeah. It is weird how all the guys in that book are insanely hot.
Does this book have pictures?
No.
So you
But they're
imagine them really
described.
hot.
Yeah, I imagine them really hot.
Gay.
It's
We was on the beach.
yeah, it was on the beach.
They say
I was on the beach yelling at a book
there are
full
no
of hot
ugly
men.
people on the beach.
Oh my god, there were so many ugly people on the beach.
Oh my god, there's so many ugly people on the beach.
It was hard to find hot people.
Yeah, dude, they're dwindling.
Really?
Yeah, hot people
All the
cannot
hot people are
afford to
fucking
go to
shit.
Acapulco.
Uh,
They're too busy blowing their money being dumb. Or they were doing something actually fun.
Acapulco, huh?
Yeah.
That sounds like I don't know where that is.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Yeah.
is that?
It's like way down south, like right on the
Is it by
ocean.
Kokomo?
I don't know Kokomo, but
Okay.
it's close to Central America. Like it's right on the border of the ocean in Central America.
Well, that's cool, man.
Right
Well,
in
I'm
that
glad you
bottom
got out of
corner.
the country. When's the last time you did that?
Not since I was a kid.
Was it?
I went to Puerto Vallarta when I was a kid.
Did you go through customs coming back?
Yeah.
To deal with that whole bag of bullshit.
Customs coming back was actually like a breeze. It was really nice. Like I had all the right pieces of paper. I would talk to a robot for a minute, and then the guy just looked at my shit, stamped it, and sent me off.
you
I
look
wish.
white though.
I know. I look
I
white.
mean,
It
Well,
helped.
you passed for white.
yeah.
That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what you actually are. It just matters what you look like, really.
Exactly. I'm trying to figure out where on the scale of white am I? Because I did have one guy ask me there, like if I was Hispanic, and I was like, I've only gotten white before, only ever white. Like someone was like, I don't know, if you tan a little bit, you grow out a mustache, you could pass. Like maybe you live here. And I was like, I could not see that, but
I don't know. Like, you're white, your last name's Vigil, so like my brain as a oppressive white male doesn't know what to do to you.
even
Is he friend?
whiteificated
Should I
my-
hit? I don't know. Oh, I'm glad you got through all safe
Yeah.
and sound. Glad you're here, Pookie.
I wanted to, because I was on a resort. I was on the Grand Mayan Resort. And,
Want me to build you some coils, bro?
yeah, I made these. Do they suck?
I can tell from here they're shit.
By the way, these were the best ones I made on the trip. The other ones, I had
Can I
some.
look at them real quick?
I had some coils that were so bad that they were like wires sticking out. And
Dude, you're gonna fucking blow your vape up.
I'm gonna blow my
You're
vape
gonna
up.
blow your vape up. I mean, no, it's probably fine. We'll just roll the dice. I don't know. I don't have the energy.
You just roll the dice.
You will go the way of John Archer.
Yeah, he has crab legs. God rest his soul.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is crab legs?
No, like literally, he's grown crab legs.
Is he growing crab legs, or are they on his body and he's growing them?
On his body. Where else do you grow crab
A
legs?
tank in his house? He's weird. I don't know. You're springing all this weird lingo on me I'm not familiar with.
See, like that popped. Is that? It just snap crackle popped on me.
Let's see if we see fire. Oh, sorry, Chris. That might have gone your eye and blinded you. Hey, you're probably fine, man. Don't worry about it.
No problem. I want
It's
to
yeah,
have the disability combo by the time I'm dead.
no, it's double jeopardy, man. You don't get anything else for another disability.
Wheelchair blind deaf mute. Yeah.
What more do you want, you freeloader?
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. I think it was Chappelle when he was talking. He was telling that story about you. He was like, "This guy is very handicapped,"
Yeah.
and it was the first time I thought of you as very like. There's levels.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you can be more like it's not just your handicap. It's like like you sprang your toe handicap.
It's
and then
it
all-
becomes a dick swinging contest as soon as you become handicapped.
Yeah.
Like you have to be more handicapped than them to like be the best.
like I'm the
handicapped.
most handicapped.
Oh, you just got autism? Just barely on the spectrum? All right, talk to me when you have full-blown Down syndrome. It's like a shitty...
Boom.
I don't mean to shit on your community, man, but if it's really like that... well,
Your community.
the deaf community is awful. I can tell you that. Like, growing up with my deaf mother,
Yeah.
they're the snootiest motherfuckers. I'm
They
glad
are.
that you fuckers can't hear this. It sucks me because my mom was born deaf, so she wasn't accepted by the deaf community because they don't accept anyone that's not like born deaf or worse hearing aid. They're like got this big list of shit you have to get into their fucking cripple club. It's weird. I don't get it. And then she's not accepted by the hearing community because she can't hear a fucking thing.
Yeah.
So she's just a woman with no island. So she got her cochlear implants and she could hear, blew everyone's mind. Turns out she's fucking smart and awesome.
That has to be so weird to be able to hear. Also, just to not be accepted by a community of deaf people when you're deaf.
Right. I mean, like you're tossed on your ass by. You think the people that would probably accept you the most with open arms? Mm-hmm. No, you deaf cunts are
They
stupid.
can't have open arms. They're using them to speak.
You would love this. We really should go to a deaf movie.
Yeah,
okay, go to a caption movie and listen to them laugh. They do it with their hands and like just one part of their throat. It's so funny.
I so want to go.
It's like they're dying.
Yeah.
And they can't hear you make fun of them. You can stand right behind them and talk shit.
And this is the pause.
Yeah.
It's funny that even in sign language, you still talk how you do normally.
I wonder what you're saying.
You can't.
If you're actually accidentally signing anything.
Yeah, that's one of my most famous jokes.
Stole it from you just now.
Yeah.
I should really familiarize myself more with everybody.
Wouldn't you know it? Yeah. That one's a great one. Are you stacking the chocolate?
I am.
I'm very worried that my
I almost
vape's
died in
gonna
the
blow
womb
up
3 times. Now I stack chocolate. My mom sprung that on me. She really did. A couple days ago, we were talking about my depression. She goes, "Well, you almost died 3 times in the womb." What? Like, you never told me that before. She goes, "Yeah, well, like you kept almost being born a lot, and we had to keep giving me medicine to make you not be born, and that's not good for a brain that's developing, obviously, right? So." Off the bat, I'm fucked already. And then I had that pooping thing I couldn't do, like for like a lot of my childhood. That was very difficult. So they put me on Miralax. Now it's coming out. There's this giant lawsuit against Miralax because prolonged use of more than a month is what was stated. More than a month of use of this can cause depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia. I used it for 9 years.
Oh, that explains some shit.
Yeah, it fucking does, doesn't it? And then they put me on Wellbutrin.
Did you call the strong arm?
Frank Azon, he's always got my back, man. I got his card.
I love strong arm jokes.
Yeah.
It's so regional. I don't even remember. I said something about Frank. I think I just said the name Frank, and Corey from across the room was like, "The strong arm, he represents the Broncos."
Well, he's got a stupid... Well, okay, before I go back to my story, that's a stupid name. Strong arming is a legal extortion tactic, so why would you name yourself after that? Because people are dumb and don't look that up.
You've seen the picture of him, right? Like, he does not look like he has strong arms.
No.
Yeah, he got fucking old, man. He's been on TV since, like, I hadn't hit puberty.
Is he older now than he looks in his commercials? Because I've been seeing that commercial for a long time.
He's more wide and more grayish and, like, sweatier. I think that counts for old.
He looks more like the Creeper from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I mean, he probably got plastic surgery.
Probably.
Anyway.
Zoom. Yeah,
okay, back to mental illness. Okay. And I was put on Wellbutrin 5 days ago. And I'm off it now because it was a complete shit. Like, if you stop medicine in 5 days...
You had an adverse reaction?
Yeah, the first 3 days were okie dokie. Like, it was fine. I was not experiencing any side effects. My dad had taken Wellbutrin and... had just went into like a complete psychotic like breakdown. Like, didn't hurt anyone, just like life's falling apart. Just had to not take the medicine. And my doctor gave it to me anyway. Didn't see that as a fucking red flag. So 3 days was fine. 4th day, wake up and my ceiling is way more interesting than it normally is. Off the bat, I know something's wrong because I've looked at that ceiling every night for 4 years and it's never gotten any more interesting. And everything's breathing.
Like the walls.
Yeah. And I can't stop thinking and I can't stop humming. I physically cannot stop my body from humming or producing noise. And I'm freaking the fuck out. So I text Darren. I go, you need to get over here right now because my parents are gone. Like, I'm watching the house. I just met, I'm tripping balls. So he rushes over. And it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And, like, I look at the floor and it's just spiraling like a fucking cinnamon roll. And I just had no idea what to do, man. So we take this walk and I get back and I think, okay, I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm going to take a Xanax and go to sleep. And all I remember is taking the Xanax and nothing. And I wake up to this barrage of texts from Darren. Like, are you fucking okay? Are you fucking okay, man? I was like, yeah, what's wrong, dude? I don't remember anything from after our walk last night. He's like, dude, you flipped the fuck out. 'Cause I was afraid. I kept telling you to get back in your bed. You were climbing out the window and shit. I was like, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, no, Xanax does that.
Well, I thought it put me asleep.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it'd make, not react well with...
Blackout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I didn't do something bad.
Right. Yeah, dude. And then not remember it.
Yeah.
At least you had another person there, because then that's the scary thing. Is when, like, you get up and, like, someone was in my room. Oh, it was me. And then you're like, I don't know what I did for the last 12 hours.
Well, yeah. And the state of psychosis was weird, too. And then, we call my doctor. Obviously, don't take it the next day, because fuck that noise.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, it turns out some people genetically, this just, instead of fixing your brain, just causes you to trip balls. And go into a psychotic episode. And it's like a genetic thing. So cool. That's one more I can't use.
Yeah.
Let's just keep... So I'm on something now, and it's like way better. But it's so weird that a prescribed pill can cause you so much like misery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, you can't do anything about it. Like, I'm glad it happened to me because I love tripping. I'm very familiar with psychedelics.
You don't want to be surprised on it.
Yeah, but if you're not expecting it, if you're just sitting down, to a nice night in, and your fucking vegetables and your CRISPR are like whispering demons into your ear, you're not a good place. Not a good place to be.
Yeah, not a good place.
So I'm feeling better now. No psychotic episode. I was doing like a live post on Facebook about it, and everyone was so helpful. So many people were like, "Are you okay? I'll come over." I said, "Oh, I have so many friends, but no, I'm fine, really." I probably should ask for help. Looking back on it.
Yeah, that's that's intense. I avoid Xanax because of that. Because I've seen it. I've had it happen to me, and I've seen it happen to Darren. Closet guy took some Xanax and showed back up at the apartment 2 weeks later and didn't remember anything. And I was like,
yeah.
He left with like a shopping bag full of Xanax, and he came back and it was all gone. And he didn't remember 2 weeks. And I was like, you still been moving around and shit? I guess. I woke up downtown.
Oh
But like I avoid it just because I don't like you're taking a pill that is supposed to knock you out, but the other side effect is just blacks you out.
Normally it does, but I think it's because in combination with the medicine that's already giving me a psychotic episode is because Wellbutrin gives you a tremendous burst of energy that keeps you up. And so that combined with the Xanax, it just blacked me out, but I still had energy. It's like what happens when you drink those Four Locos. And just woke up really confused, man, and like worried I did something really like stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm a goody, so I didn't.
Yeah, you leave yourself alone, uninhibited. What kind of person you actually are.
Sleep, dude. Hibernate. It's my base function.
I want to talk about that. What was it called? Modbo that gives you depression.
The what?
Helps you poop. That medication?
Oh, Miralax?
Miralax.
Yeah,
I don't know why I thought it was called Modbo.
Yeah, that is not its name. But okay, Miralax, I'm with you.
You know what? I think I saw so many Modelo signs.
Yeah.
I just dyslexia that up in my brain.
That's okay.
Kept reading it as Modbo.
I'll give you a pass.
Anyway, so you're on Modbo.
Yes. I was taking a Mirabo.
Miralax, they make movies.
Yeah, I took it for a long time as a child. They had something called encopresis. It's like I have a really long I really stretched out bowels, basically. So I poop less frequently than maybe most people do. But I poop in greater quantity than most people do. So it like balances itself out. But I was on this Miralax.
I don't know that that's a balance.
Dude, I took one today, and I will not be too crude. But I continually flushed. Because if I had stopped, it would not have gone down. I had to keep suction going constantly. Dude, I don't fuck around. I've broken toilets before.
I don't think that's one of those things you can get
it's
a balance to.
Yeah. Well, I can't control
I think
that.
you're just supposed to regularly shit.
Well, it's like I don't feel the urge. like for 2 days, and then I do, and then I poop 2 days worth of poop. So like, it's fine. But anyway, it was for Inco. It just takes a long time because it has to filter through so much more intestine.
Okay.
Because it's just so much longer that it just takes more time for it to travel to my asshole, basically. So.
But you're still on it?
No, I'm not on that shit now.
Oh, I thought you said you took
No, I'm good now. No, I poop pretty regularly at this point. I mean, in comparison to once every 2 weeks when I was really little, which was fucking nightmare. Man, I'm really bearing a lot to the world right now.
Oh, that's interesting. I never heard that Miralax.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those. It's a nightmare pill. Where there was it used to be a hack premise where they said like, oh, it helps you see farther, but then it makes you schizophrenic. Like you have to take pills to offset the symptoms of other pills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just who would, it was doctor prescribed, so that's why the lawsuit is coming out, is because, what if that's what fucked me up? What if that's what's wrong with my brain? What if that's why my brain can't regulate serotonin,
there's a good
and dopamine,
chance.
and tetrahydrochlorine, and, all that stuff, because ultimately I'm not in control of my mental health.
Right.
I have to take medication just to find a balance to even function, and that's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're intimately familiar with mental illness.
Yeah.
We've intimately seen each other in the worst of it, so it's shitty, but it's nice to be at a point where I don't feel like I'm on the precipice of anything.
Yeah. I was on a 8-hour layover in Mexico City. We were just sitting in the airport, and because it's so weird time passing, I didn't take my pill until like 3 p.m. today, and I just felt like a little racy,
A little
off, where I could notice where I was like, it just suddenly I'm like, I'm angrier than normal. Oh right, I forgot.
Yours
but
is
it's that
interesting
quick
to watch, because I've seen you not take it even just a little bit, or miss a 6-hour window. You just missed it. We were driving, we were in Denver, whatever. You regress quickly, man, and that is a testament to what you used to deal with. Because your shit, like my shit, is what a lot of people probably have. Ultimately, it's not that. Like, dude, I would not want your mental illness. Like, I apathy and anxiety are fucking good enough for me. I can't imagine seeing shit. It's so unbelievable.
I remember I went on a date with this girl, and because I'm like so suave and cool and amazing with words, I'm so good at words. She said like, I am lactose intolerant. I can't drink milk. And my response was, oh, I'd kill myself. And I had to explain, like, not that if I couldn't have milk, if I was in your position, I would kill myself. If I couldn't drink milk on top of all my other current problems,
that's the straw.
That might be the straw.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at my limit for dealing with shit. That was before I was on medication. And then if you took away milk from me on top of that, I might not make it.
Dude, that's what depression always feels like. It's like everything is breaking that camel's back. That camel's dead, bro. Camel's been dead for a long time. The camel's back is broken.
And it was either that or be able to shit when you're a kid.
Yeah. Oh,
but you didn't know that.
Yeah,
would you take that trade up if you knew that?
What trade? Explain.
The trade up of like there's a good chance you're going to be depressed. You're going to roll the dice on that, but you'll be able to shit.
Well, you gotta shit. You'll die if you don't. So yeah, I guess I'd have to keep shitting, right? Like, I don't want to be a dead 9-year-old with a fucking extended belly full of shit and the fucking in the morning. Oh, this fucking kid ate shit and did shit.
But at least he was happy. Not depressed.
Well, I have the whole bit about getting my asshole fingered in Africa because I didn't poop for 4 weeks there because all we ate was fucking like cornmeal. Yeah, pop. Their native dish was just boiled cornmeal with fucking nuts and shit in it. It's the same shit the baboons eat.
What is
an all carb diet? Poop does not.
How do you
go together?
How do you make pop?
You just boil cornmeal until it's a ball, and then you just fucking mash it into
until it becomes
shape.
an element.
Yeah, I think you roll it in nuts or whatever the fuck they want to eat that day. Grubs. Whatever, man.
I have no idea what a grub is.
It's like a little larval worm.
Oh, okay.
It's like that. Well, no, they can be really fucking big, actually. I've seen some really large grub. Oh, who says that?
I don't know.
Weird.
with the amount of grub I've seen
Yeah, man.
from the Gambit grub.
Dude, I've dug a lot of holes in a lot of countries.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some shit, man. I've seen some shit in the ground. Fuck your day up.
I want to go back to Puerto Vallarta and live there for like a month. Is my plan in October.
Nice.
And I need to learn a little bit of Spanish before I go back, because I was trying to hit on a girl, and when you don't speak any Spanish, it's really difficult. But it's still kind of fun, because then you're like communicating like cavemen. It's like, you, huh?
Just be like, eres mi sol, eres mi luna, eres mi corazón. It's like, you're my sun, you're my moon, you're my moon. Dude,
Isn't that Lionel Richie?
it is.
It is.
It is. I don't know. I'm not a record player, dude.
But I was on the resort, and a resort's like a weird place because it's paradise, and then right outside the wall is like the cartels.
Yeah.
And I guess the Mexican president's wife stayed at the hotel while we were there.
Oh.
And so like the cops came in, and they are armed.
Yeah, they are. Oh, they do not fuck around below our border, dude.
Yeah, have you ever been to Border Town?
No.
Those are crazy. We were having lunch.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a cop pull up to a car, take the license plate off the car, go around the block, and then come and impound that same car for not having a license plate.
Yeah. That's all. I wanted to go out and
God.
see the nightlife in the town, but I just kept hearing stories about what they do to white boys alone in Acapulco, where like they said, one guy would be like, "You're drunk in public." He's like, "I don't drink." And he's like, "Too bad." And then they take him to jail and tell his friends, "Oh yeah, you guys have to come up with $800 bail, or else he stays there."
Right.
And I don't have that kind of money to be playing around with.
I know, dude. I agree. When I was in, I was taking Spanish lessons in this place called Shela in Guatemala. It's Quetzaltenango, but Shela's fucking way shorter. So I was taking, excuse me, Spanish lessons, and we stayed with homestay families. So we'd stay with like a family that lived there, and they only speak Spanish, so it's kind of to influence you to speak more Spanish, because if you don't, you're a little fucked. And everyone had homestays really close to the school, like within like a 2-minute walk, and they all walked in pairs. And I was the oldest and grouchiest of everybody, so my house was, I shit you not, man, like 2 miles minimum from the fucking place. And it's not that great of a town. Like, I wouldn't want to be alone at night. And guess when class ended?
At night?
At night. Yeah, that's when class ended. So I'd have to walk through like these, like every turn you made, it was like a new smell and stench of gasoline and like just angry people. It's just delicious street food. Like, you get used to it after a while and you get less scared, but you know not to take chances. Like, if I ever got freaked out, dude, I immediately run. Like I say, my reptile brain, like, fight is not ever an option.
Yeah.
I got bum knees. Like, I would rather run and fall down than, like, try to kick and my leg snap in half. I'd rather just get distance away from danger.
Here I go with more stand-up knowledge, but Patrice does a bit about that where he goes like a white guy walking through a black part of New York, and like 3 black guys are walking up on him, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to run, or else they'll think I'm racist." He's like, "Run, stupid, run!" If I'm in Kentucky and I see 3 bald white guys walking towards me, I'm not going to wonder if they're coming back from chemo. I'm going to run. I'd rather be racist and live.
Yeah. Interesting thing, Central America, at least where I was, for most of the places that I went, buy cigarettes in singles.
Yeah.
I thought that was very interesting.
Really?
Like, they think it's very odd to get a whole pack. I had explained to the lady that I wanted an entire pack of cigarettes, and she looked at me like I was asking her for meth. She, like, could not believe I wanted more than 2. It's, like, beyond her.
Yeah.
And it made me realize how gross that is, that this woman in this crappy town thinks I'm shitty for smoking too much.
Yeah.
Were they, like, expensive? Or
No, they were really cheap. I mean, it was probably like fucking 25 cents. No, not even. No, that's way too expensive.
Mhm.
It was cheap as fuck, man. Like I was never without. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
And I was living on a fucking shoestring.
yeah.
So,
Wow.
Yeah,
but yeah, cultural differences, man. It's weird.
a guy asked to bum a cigarette off me, this construction worker, and I tried to give him 2. And he was like, no, that's way too much.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just a, I don't know, a courtesy thing, but maybe it was just too much for him. He was going to smoke that one
I
in
don't
a day.
think, dude, kindness is not the norm. Kindness is not the normal thing that like most people do just naturally. So some people don't know how to accept that kindness.
Mhm.
I found that a lot when I'm trying to do something nice. There's so much resistance, and at some point you can't keep pushing it
Mhm.
because that kind of makes you the asshole. Like you have to respect them at some point. But I
Right.
give it like 2 good tries. Like really, please, man, it would mean a lot to me if you took it. And then if they refuse the second time, it's cool.
Mhm.
You won't be the asshole like, you need to fucking take this and you need to like me for giving you this.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chris Rock. I just saw Chris Rock in Denver. Like talking. He's doing a bit about giving a bum $5, but like for the rest of the day, no matter who we talked to or what they were talking about, you had to tell him, yeah, the Patriots won the Super Bowl. Well, I gave a bum $5. Like, trying to, like,
capitalize on his
Yeah.
good deed.
I gave it them $5, motherfucker.
I had an interesting. I mean, I was on the resort for most of the time, so the people there were very helpful. But I got helpful reactions from people, even just on the street when we go out for food, until my American family followed me close behind.
Like when it's just you, it's cool, but they know the shitstorm of having to serve a bunch of people and
Yeah.
the
Well,
American family being ignorant fucks.
Yeah, it's one thing because I don't drink, and I was really trying hard to not be an asshole. Because you're in a weird spot. We hit this one taco stand that was just out in the middle of the city, and it's just open like to the road, and there's people running by and all kinds of shit going on, and it was really good. But when I was talking to the lady, very nice and helpful, and then my family who'd been drinking since noon started unloading out of the car, and just everyone in the restaurant, everyone on the street just started rolling their eyes and avoiding it. At one point, my brother started standing up and yelling German Nazi shit, and everyone in the restaurant is staring at him. And like out to the street, like we were the loudest thing in Acapulco. The Americans, everyone's yelling and screaming over each other at the table, and like I'm looking around and like I don't even hear a car louder on the street. We're so loud.
Yeah, all those people in that restaurant and everyone else on the street that day, that's how the rest of the world fucking views America, dude.
Yeah.
We're the American family at that restaurant
Mhm.
of the world.
Yeah. And it makes some kind of sense because I would always hear that and think like Americans don't seem that loud when they're here, but I bet it's magnified by the fact that when Americans travel, they're always drinking.
Yeah, we're always drinking and you're unfamiliar, and some people are just, like 70% of the people I know are just loud.
Mhm.
They're large fucking men. They're really loud.
Yeah.
Because we're a dominant species.
But it was just weird to see the comparison.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Those little cultural differences, like, it really opens your eyes to why people don't like us as a whole.
Mhm.
Like, every place I volunteered at, I would say I was either, like, Canadian, just not America, because as soon as they find out you're American, you are on the shit list, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you're 2 strikes in already, and you haven't done anything.
I wanted to learn some French just to try and fake that
Oh, man.
as my...
The first person
As
you
my
try that on
nationality.
is going to know French, is going to know you're a fraud.
I know, but
Immediately.
I'm not trying to trick people that know French.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to trick dumber people that don't know French.
Oh. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Now, when you go back, are you gonna live in the town or
Yeah.
in the resort?
No, I'm gonna try and be in the town. I wanted to go visit the town a lot more. I mean, my family had a really nice time at the resort because it's paradise, but it wasn't my style.
Right.
They're
It's
like,
not gritty,
"Oh."
dude. You're a gritty city person.
I know.
You
And
want to be in the slums, man. I get it.
and after the first day, I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. But by the second day, I was like, I got my pictures. I want to go experience something. I learned a lot more from our trip to Walmart than I did in like 5 days at the resort.
God.
Like I was trying to write, and I wrote more about our trip to Walmart than I did anything else. Because there was, among a lot of other things, in like a first experience with the town and the culture. One thing that stood out to me was there was a guy who helped us with our groceries who only had one leg.
I was fucking writing a bit about a one-legged fucking person today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a similar thing happened, but go ahead.
Oh yeah. But it was weird to see him working harder than the rest of like my able-bodied family. Of course, like I wasn't prepared for the service there. I think partially from being white and then also being on a resort. Like people close doors for you. I've never had that. It weirded me out. I slammed a car door on almost like 3 dudes' hands because I'm just not used to someone trying to close a door for me.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you
a
have to
little
wait.
odd.
Yeah, stuff like that, or like someone else trying to carry my groceries. I'm just don't do it. But
Well, if you don't have a lot of ego, that shit's weird.
yeah, but it freaked me out because like we're walking out with a grocery cart and this guy's just barreling towards us on a crutch with one leg. And I was like, oh, okay, what's this going to be? And he was like, can I help you with your groceries? And I was like, you want to carry our groceries to the car? And like, sure, we just tipped him.
Yes,
But
I got this handy dandy hook on my back.
but
Come
yeah,
on.
he just he just leaned on his crutch and loaded them all in. But you know, it was interesting to watch him work hard. And there were a bunch of other experiences like that that threw me in just that Walmart trip
You
being in
saying
town.
disabled people can't work hard?
But...
That's what you saying?
No, it's just you.
It's just
It
rather
threw
than not
me.
have to carry my groceries. It makes
Yeah, I
me
just
feel
don't
bad
wanna-
because
Yeah.
I could do it pretty easily.
Did you tip him?
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you tip? I'm just curious.
This is my shoe lint. I tipped him like I tipped him like 8 pesos.
I tipped him the
which is-
shiniest looking coin I had.
I gave him $1. What's that? Like buy a house?
I forget what the exchange rate is.
You didn't give him a leg? I mean, come on.
Legs ain't cheap, son.
But I wanted to go in the town, and I think Puerto Vallarta is better. And my family has a friend that has an apartment there and can show me around and whatnot. And then maybe just rent a tiny shithole room for cheap and make it work. But
I think you could make it work. Do please be careful. Please be careful.
I know I have to do some research before I make this happen. But
There were some. I mean, when I was traveling with a group of people, there were situations where we still got in trouble as like a group of like 19 people. We still encounter trouble like quite often. So just by yourself, please, man. Just be careful.
yeah,
I mean, do please don't take that shit. I know I'm sounding like overly, but I've seen and walked with people, well, women. So this doesn't really count because you're like way smarter. But I've walked with women.
hey man, they write books too.
And have a strange man grab them, lift them up, and start walking away with them.
Oh my god,
I've seen that happen.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I saw that happen in
That's some
Denver.
banana
Actually,
shit.
I know someone that happened to. I seriously, dude, I've saved so many girls' lives. It's fucking crazy. From death, the tuk-tuk incident, walking in front of a car, getting kidnapped.
Yeah, I
So dumb.
want to read some Henry Rollins about Mexico because I'm sure he's traveled there. But
Oh, probably.
the way he talks about travel, he's like, it's fine. There's nothing to be afraid of. So I think there's some. I mean, but he probably has autism, so who knows? And he's got a skull made of iron. So
Yeah,
I'm sure
I'm
he's
just
fine.
saying, don't take chances. Like,
Right.
man, should I
I'm
take
sure
the
that's
long
what he
way, or should I
does.
cut through this back dark stinky alley?
Back dark stinky alley.
No.
You want to get home
And
fast.
fail. You failed the first question, dude. I don't think you're ready. Do you drink the water from the water fountain? Or
Yeah.
do you drink bottled water?
That was the first thing I did. I put my head in a sewer because I was thirsty.
Actually, the first thing I did when I went to a new place with new water, well, Guatemala, I drank a little bit of the water because I was going to be traveling for like 3 or 4 months, and I'm not carrying bottled water
Yeah.
on a fucking 30-mile hike. Like, that's bullshit. So, you get the parasites, you're sick for a while, and then you just move on. Then you can brush your teeth and like not have to give a shit. You can drink water from the tap, and then you just get some deworming pills. And boom, you're good.
No, I was careful with the bottled water, and still I got sick and lost a day.
Yeah. Did you get coffee? Did you get any beverage that had ice in it? Or that was made with ice?
I didn't use any of the ice until after.
Ice is where they get you, man, because you fucking forget about the ice.
Mm-hmm.
You think, there's no dirty sewer, like regular poopy water in here.
Yeah.
But what about the ice?
What about the ice? I stopped a guy because he it made me feel like a dick because he came over, put a glass in front of me with ice, and then started pouring the water bottle. I was like,
No, sir.
no.
No.
I don't
I
trust it.
simply won't do.
I'm too freaked out. But still, somehow, I don't even know.
Well, I don't know. The
where I got
resorts
it.
are probably fine. They probably do. They probably use like filtered, like purified water to make the ice. Or else
They don't want to make
everyone would be sick the whole time. So I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah.
Just for the love of God, just stay away from any precipitation or like anything outside.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fall in the puddle. If
You know what I think?
You'll get butt worms.
You know what I think I got it from is I ate a giant pepper, and I bet it was like washed in water.
Yeah,
Is that possible? Because that was, I think, the thing.
Hmm.
Because like I had some tacos and shared them with other people, and no one else got sick. The only thing that was different was I ate like a giant pepper.
I don't know.
But that's the only thing I could think that was like I only drank bottled water. I was careful about it. Maybe I had some coffee that I didn't think about.
Like, let's make you go away. I don't know. There's no ignore button, so we're just gonna have to grit through this one. My penis was buzzing. There's no ignore button. I didn't know what to do. It was caught.
Yeah, sorry. My dick is also buzzing.
Yeah, I want to travel with you. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, when you go to Mexico, you want to go in on a life insurance policy on him?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'll roll those dice. He'll die for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You're worth a lot.
Actually, no, but you can still get maybe $1,000.
Well, not your liver or your brain, but the rest of you.
The rest of you.
Lung, liver, and brain are fucked, but the rest of you's okay. Probably. You eat a lot of kale lately.
Mm-hmm.
You probably undid some damage.
I'm trying to.
You upgraded the resale value of your body parts by a lot.
I've got to do that camping trip soon because it's hurting my body to be so unhealthy.
Please properly plan it, because you tend to do things last minute, and I can definitely see you bringing like a tarp and a hatchet, and that's it. And I would love to see you again, like not in a documentary.
I don't.
About
what is this camping trip?
It's what I was talking about, where I want to go like full bore survival and get like a hatchet and a giant bag of carrots and a tent, and then just drive out into the woods and pull a part out of my car and heave it into the trees and then live there for a bit with a hatchet and a rope.
why's he gotta break your car? Like, why you gotta make it so much harder than it is? You throw away every lifeline.
Yeah. But that's the
You're gonna forget your medicine. You're never gonna find you. You're gonna be like the new Bigfoot.
But that's the idea, is like my own form of rehab, because I can't afford rehab and I can't handle temptations of being here in the city because I have money now that I can spend. It's like I can't get rid of the caffeine or the nicotine or eating poorly.
Yeah.
Like I just can't get around it. Every day's too much of a struggle about it with anxiety.
Yeah, it's everywhere. What are you gonna fucking do?
Yeah, every time I
Only
stop
a
for
man.
gas. Yeah, every time I stop for gas, cigarettes, caffeine, and sugar are right there.
Dude, soda. It's my vice.
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking kill me, man.
But like I'm fat, drunk, and stupid is too. I am too dumb to remember what the quote is. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life. But, you know, I want to be healthy. So, like a week of that, not even a week, just enough to kickstart.
Like a work week, like 5 days.
Like a work week. And, like, start fasting and drinking green tea beforehand.
With a holiday. It's like 4 days.
So I can try and kickstart it before I go.
Yeah.
But just get over the withdrawals in the woods where I'm not going to be tempted by anything is really the idea. But I don't like camping with the full thing anyway. Like they made me take a suitcase. My family made me take a suitcase. I wanted to fit everything in a backpack. And I wish I did because I hated having to drag around a suitcase. But I couldn't even fill it.
Why?
With the shit. And I still brought too much.
Check at the airport. It's less hassle. Why?
Yeah, they checked 2 suitcases of all kinds of shit. And I was like, when are we going to need this? I didn't even use all the clothes I packed and I underpacked. Like, I just don't think people need to bring as much shit with them. Yeah. They look around at their house and like, all our stuff, we need to pack our house to take with us to Mexico. No, what do you actually need? Yeah,
I lived in that little backpack for like a year.
Yeah.
The 80-liter one. And that had like mattress, basically, like water, fucking medicine, all my food, all my books, all my everything. Mm-hmm. You can fit that shit into a backpack, folks. Your life, you don't have as much shit as you think. You're not as cool as you think you are.
Yeah. And I can find books. I can buy another shirt.
Yeah.
You know.
Lots of replaceable shit.
Yeah. So I just, I wonder, when I went camping with Closet Guy and his girlfriend, they packed a whole kitchen, pots, pans, 3 boxes of cereal, milk, 2 coolers worth of food. And I was like, why do you need all this? And I brought a hatchet and a knife. And like, I was the one that did everything. Still. Like, they spent the entire camping trip fighting over like what cereal they were going to have, just messing with their stuff. They didn't enjoy a minute of it because they were just, how do we set up the extra mattress in the tent and then the mattress on top of that so we're comfy? Like, I slept on the ground. I was fine. I was the one went out, cut some trees down, and started a fire.
But okay, not to okay. You know, we'll do a little code here. Mm-hmm. Think of what their vice is.
Yeah.
Do those kind of people ever like to be uncomfortable?
No, but at the same time, the other people that were on that camping trip weren't as bad to an extent, but similar.
Yes, I mean,
in similar ways. And some of the people I traveled with just now were similar, also not as bad, but similar. Like, you don't need to pack your whole closet.
I mean, like a couple, like utensil here, like have like your set fucking fork and spoon. Have like one or.
But I don't even need a fork and spoon. I heated up my knife, so it was no. So it was disinfected, and I ate off of that the whole camping trip. I was fine.
You're not a jungle man. You can use some modern conveniences, and it doesn't like pussify it or take anything out of it. But like. Fucking clip one pan, just fucking one pot or a pan under it, like with a little clip that shit on your backpack, so you don't have to carve your own fucking bowl out of a tree trunk when you're trying to cook your food.
That's also part of this camping trip in my mind, though, is to have things to work on and focus on. Like if I have to cut firewood for a whole day, that'll be a good way to get some energy and detox. Yeah, get some energy out.
I wish I could go. If you do it before you go, maybe
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna really try to. Hopefully I can. I have so much shit going on though. But
you still got a while.
Yeah,
still got the rest of March and all of April.
But I need to do it soon because it so impedes my life to have so many addictions, small ones, addictions that aren't fucking up my life, but I could be so much better, and I want to live the rest of my 20s not tired from sugar and caffeine all the time, you know?
Yeah. It's such a, I don't know, man. I like the things I like, son.
See, it just gives me...
I brought chocolate because it makes me happy. It makes me forget.
It just gives me anxiety, really. Because, like, I want it, and then I get a little bit of mouth pleasure, and I'm like, and then I'm going to worry about it for the rest of the night. Where I'm like, how come I can't control myself? Because I can't, you know? So it gives me more anxiety later. So then I eat.
Have you tried just eating it in smaller bites?
But if I have to pack a pan and a fork and knife and spoon, that's more shit I'm packing that I don't need it. Like, even though like some modern convenience, yeah, sure, but I don't need it.
Okay. Because I've just lived out of a backpack for so long, and I see you thinking that this is the right thing to do. This is the path. Show me the way.
Mm-hmm.
Bring a fucking pot and a pan, please.
You mean I can't go 4 days without a pot and a pan?
You can, but you don't want it.
Really? Because I go 4 days without a pot and a pan now, and I
with
have
nothing
all
to
the
boil
modern
water
convenience.
in, son. You're gonna be thirsty and dried and parched, and the crows are gonna peck your little flesh. Your lips are gonna eat you to death, son, because you didn't pack a fucking anything to boil water in.
Mm-hmm.
Just come on, man. Fuck, dude, don't
boil. I thought you boil water and you want to collect the condensation off it is the clean drinking water, not the water in the pan. That's the dirty water.
That's seawater.
Yeah. Oh, that's seawater?
Because there's salt in it, yeah. You can't get that out by boiling it. Regular fresh water, like from a creek or whatever.
You're just boiling it, it's clean?
Yeah, you just boil that shit.
Okay.
And it'll kill all the parasites in it.
So I carve a bowl. So I whittle a bowl out of soap.
I mean, look.
I was in Cub Scouts. I know how to make soap. I know how to make soap bowl.
Well,
If I put a soap bowl on a fire to boil water.
I mean, fine. Go out there, whittle your bowl and your fork and your spoon, and do you, man. You be fucking. You know,
that was on my
the Sasquatch of the Rockies, dude. Fucking more power to you, man.
Because I was gonna try and go veggie and stuff that doesn't need to be prepared. When I went out there, big bag of carrots, bananas, stuff I can just eat straight, and a big giant thing of water like we got in Mexico. A couple of them. You've seen some of those coolers I have down in my basement that I use as like a water supply in that tiny kitchen. Some shit like that. But worst, I run out of all that and I'm like, and I have to drive back. You know.
So you would drive back, but you wouldn't just bring the shit in the first place?
Yeah. Because I would rather.
You fucking hearing this?
Yeah.
You want to jump in and tell him that he's not doing the right thing?
Yeah.
He's about to step off the precipice into, like, the forest of insanity. You gotta fucking say something here, Chris. We're losing him.
I don't understand why it's a problem. So if I try and live bare bones on a knife and a hatchet and can't do it, and I'm just unsuccessful and I drive back unsuccessful, then I should have just packed my kitchen.
No, because you're going from one to the opposite extreme. I'm not saying bring your whole kitchen. I'm saying bring the knife and like a hatchet and whatever the fuck you're gonna sleep on, whatever, the grass, I don't know. But like bring like 3 things, just add a 4th thing. Just bring a pot, please. Why is the 4th thing make it or break it for you?
Hide it under the seat. And then pretend you're going back to get it if you need it.
Okay.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna stash shit inside.
Yeah.
But that's also what I'm getting away from is having shit on hand, like the gas station, having shit that I can just go get.
You're lumping all these things together, man. You're lumping modern convenience with just like basic tools that we've created like for life.
Well, but how basic? I mean, how long do people just live on that shit?
Well,
like Teflon pans haven't been around forever.
and why don't you use Teflon paint? You just go fucking get one from Goodwill. It's all rusty and shit. I don't care, dude. Just have a container, bro.
That's not a good enough pan for me if I'm gonna bring it into the woods.
I
need a high quality pan and a spatula if I'm gonna be cooking out there. See where this goes? In my mind.
Yeah, but a few cooking utensils is awesome, and you can still be a shitter of a trip. You can have lots of conveniences and get shit on every second.
Part of the point about this whole thing is suffering, though. Like, I had another idea for...
That is the Catholic in you, and you do not need to fucking go through that.
Well, that's part of it, is mental toughness. Like, I'm not going to sign up for boot camp, but it might help to suffer a little bit.
You're going to suffer anyway.
Well, I'm fine when I go camping with just some of that basic shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't suffer at all.
Well,
Like one thing I saw The Walking Dead, and they put Daryl in this room, and then they played this hokey ass song for like 3 days, and I was like, oh, I could do that to myself. Like put myself in a room and play a song on full blast, and then 3 days later have someone come let me out, and then I'll have that experience to draw upon as like mental toughness. And then I can't like if my wife yells at me, like in the back of my head, I'll be like, da, 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 da. Like it can't, nothing can phase me then. You know what I mean?
so your plan is to emotionally deaden yourself until there's the yammering of people is just it's just noise to you.
Yeah. I mean, that's what beheading videos do. That's why we watch them.
Oh,
To emotion. Like I was a very emotional little kid, cries at puppies and with one eyes and all that kind of shit. But you watch enough of those videos to deaden yourself, and now I can like afford to be a human where I just laugh and giggle at puppies with one eyes. You know?
I don't know, man. You
really
go too far, Nyland. You get to the edge and you just fucking jump off. You should just recognize your edge, man.
Okay.
Bring a goddamn pot, or I swear to fuck, I will drive up there and drop a pot off and just fucking leave. And I will take something from you.
Okay. Oh, that'd actually be cool.
No.
If someone stole something like at random.
No, dude, forget it.
Okay, to have one
I like your original idea. It was
Random,
You're
I
not
have one
on
tool.
Gilligan's Island.
I worry about my 90 poo. I don't want him to die, and he's come so close.
See, I don't like. Where do I die in that? Unless I have to fight a bear,
I don't know.
which I could take a bear. I have a hatchet and a pan now. Like if I have a pan, I'm gonna be set. Hot
You're
pan.
not
Well, the bear can
like
cook you, I guess. Out there.
fighting. You're not like fighting Winnie the Pooh. I mean,
Yeah, dude.
No, that's it.
a pot. How is that gonna help you fight a bear?
Well, when I have the hot pot of boiling water, I
Right.
can kickflip.
The
over
hot
it.
pot of boiling water.
I'll have Marco teach me something. One more weapon is good. That's the only thing that
See,
I
now you're
actually
like,
fear.
I'm gonna learn how to weaponize shit. Like,
When he's gone, we will replay this and show people what happened.
Yeah, you can attach the audio clip of that one of Grizzly Man, like no chocolate, no.
dude, you're gonna see. It's gonna be Jim Bowman, dude. You're gonna see some shit out there, all alone, and no one's gonna believe
Well,
you.
obviously, that would be cool. I definitely have some bits about alien
You can't work
abduction.
with this guy. You just roll with everything. God. Can something not what? Can you just say no to something? Can something sound bad to you?
I don't like when people talk too much.
Oh.
Not on a podcast or not interesting. When people talk about the weather, that drives me fucking crazy.
It was warm, dude. It's pretty cold now, though.
Shit like that makes me want to hit someone with a brick.
No, I feel ya. Dude, I saw... Okay. Can I talk about lizard people for a minute?
Totally.
Okay, cool. Because I got lost in a really deep part of YouTube. I was watching videos, and I now believe that our whole government and many others are run by reptile Illuminati, reptile aliens. Because you can see them shapeshift. There's lots of videos of it. And it could just be pixel lag, but their pupils could turn into reptile pupils, live on air. And you see all this weird shit. And it sounds stupid now, but it sounded really cool when I was researching it. And then it kind of makes sense, because, every shitty person in government looks like a reptile that would eat your children and, drink their blood for nourishment.
Yeah, doesn't Trump look like a mask?
Yeah, and apparently, there's something about this... the world is growing more aware, so they can't cloak effectively against us. So now people are seeing actual the Queen of England or whatever, see her fucking hand turn into a claw or some shit through a hologram or whatever. And if you read into it and watch the videos, of course in the moment you're it's gotta be fucking true, man. Alien reptile Illuminati dude.
See, that's the thing. If reptile aliens could come here and become our president, why would their mask be shitty and look like a mask?
Well, it's because it's like not a mask. Apparently, it's like a holographic crystal or some shit. I don't know. It's space technology. What the fuck?
Or they left wherever they were from without a pot.
Yeah.
And then they did not have a proper pot to form the mask.
Deform it.
It's because we're the food, man. We're the slave class, son. All right. The reptile Illuminati control everything.
Yeah.
And we're the slave class because we got a reptile core in our brain.
Well, you do stand up and you look at people in airports and everyone just seems like cows.
Yeah.
Like we all got off the subway and we're just bumping into each other. And I was just imagining everyone going like moo, moo. Because it so seemed like that. That people are just picking directions and blindly walking into each other till they got to the stairs. Like no one's actually moving. But it makes sense when you look at people en masse that no one's really intelligent.
Yeah.
It looks kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. It's like we must be probably just the cattle, something else. The cattle aren't aware they're cattle.
Like Mark Normand, I was watching him and he raises his voice and lifts his hand every time he does a punchline. And it just conditions the audience to whenever he does that, he's said something funny. You know, and they buy into it every single time. It's like, this is the part where you laugh. And it just amazed me, like, how easy it is to trick an audience that, like, he raises his hand, so now he's become the alpha male of the group, and we will all follow him and listen to every word he says. And every time, like magic, we'll just laugh whenever his hand is raised.
Yeah, well, we got some monkey in us, dude. Like, there's... We do some
my
awesome
grandpa
shit.
wasn't a monkey. His grandpa wasn't a monkey. You show me where the monkey is.
Wow, they're still monkeys, huh?
My grandma might have been a monkey, but her grandma wasn't a monkey.
I'm a monkey. But like, it's. I think it's a similar. Well, it's not similar at all, actually. But I think people like dubstep for like a really primal reason. It's because it's like. It's got that beat that fucking drives, and your primal brain is like, yeah, this is like fucking ecstasy, man. It's great. It's like certain types of things just trigger like a really primal part of you, and you like it. Yeah, like it's the base essence of like the things that you like. It triggers something in like the deep core of your brain that just loves being tickled by that thing. Whether it's like comedy or cocaine or whatever your fucking place is, man.
Yeah, it's very monkey. I remember Chris Wellman saying that like. Humans are, I don't remember what, 97% monkey. And I was like, so what's the other 3? And he was like people. And I was like, it's just people then? Like the other 3%? Or is it lizard people? Like there's no other thing, it's just people. Like all the other shit is 3% more monkey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, there's other stuff gotta be in there.
I'm just saying the Earth was created 5,000 years ago.
Right. Who fucking idiot doesn't know that? Well, I don't know, like, because, cool. In that monkey DNA, you know, over evolution, that monkey DNA is going to contain all the little genetic tweaks and errors and pitfalls and things that were successful. That, you know, led to it becoming an ape from, like, a fucking fish. So all that monkey DNA contains everything else, and I think the 3% is just like what we evolved into after monkeys. Right. No idea if that's true.
I think it's lizard people.
You know what? Yeah, dude, it's gotta be. Come on.
If we had a time machine to travel back in time, we would find Trump fucking a monkey, and that would make people.
You know what? I was trying to think of one thing I could say that like. I don't like talking about Trump or politics really because everyone just gets more entrenched in their own position and just fights. And it's like never fun. But I was trying to think of a likable quality, and the only thing I could come up with is that he probably doesn't fuck kids because he's really into those supermodel girls, and he's like not like doesn't he? You've seen every girl he's ever fucked. They all look the same.
They all he's got a type.
He's like the tall, like really tall. Like Russian type of women. that dude, they're like the opposite of a kid. Like in body, like he probably doesn't fuck kids, and that's like if you don't, that's great. I'm really happy that he doesn't fuck kids. Because so many people fuck kids. Do you realize this? It's a lot of people.
It's a lot.
Dude, lots of people.
I would have thought
Like
it was
the rich
like a
and
very
like
small.
yeah, people of extremely high like
Lizards.
yeah, the lizard people, the top creme de la creme, the 1%, the billionaires.
Mhm.
You know they're fucking kids. They're fucking shipping them over in crates. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
You could have anything in
That
the
makes
world
sense.
that you want.
Mhm. No, there's a whole, what is it called? Pizzagate.
Yeah,
Do you know about that?
that too, and that's
Yeah.
exposing a lot of like how fucked up a lot of people are. Like especially in just our government and other like facets of
Mhm.
just anything important in our country. Like the people at the top are fucked up, man.
Mhm.
It's not good.
Yeah. No, that's what did Gore Vidal say? He said something about when he was a 13-year-old boy, he served as some like paper runner in the Senate, and he was gay, but he said on both sides of the aisle, like 70% of the senators fucked his mouth in a broom closet. And he is like, so if you want to know who's running the country, I hope that was Gore Vidal, and I hope I'm remembering all that right. But what is it? But that was his response, the answer of like, what do you think of the people running the government?
Yeah, it just can't be good.
No.
Because nothing good's come from it, man. It just doesn't feel like there's any progress being made.
Right.
It just seems like everything's getting worse and worse. I'm not trying to play doom and gloom, but
I
they can't
wish-
be doing anything good.
Yeah. I wish I had more experience with elections
Right.
so I could see in what ways this is different than others, if at all.
Yeah, and it's just the start too, so it's kind of hard to gauge like
Mm-hmm.
really what's going to be different because a lot of shit is still in place from the last presidency,
Mhm.
and like really all the policies I think that Trump can put into place don't really start till like actually November. Like some of the stuff from Obama's presidency is going to cut off,
Mhm.
and then Trump stuff is going to start. But it's like really early in the game. But holy shit, it we divided, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's
Trump is the fucking buzzword.
Mhm.
You can't say that like
yeah.
anywhere because you'll just get attacked.
Open mics are getting swarmed with people just trying out stand up, and all they want to talk about is their political opinion. And I keep telling them, no, please don't do that, because that's some of the hardest material to tackle.
I don't even talk about mine, dude. Like that's how much I don't like hearing
But
or
you log
talking about
up,
it.
you log on Facebook, and it's constant.
Oh, I saw John Archer and another comic going at it today on Facebook
Yeah.
about climate change.
I just don't think we're the people to solve any of these problems.
Yeah, like
I don't know what my answer would be on how to solve climate change.
well, like all that we can do, right? I'm guessing the best that we can do as us people in this room is just like trust the people whose job it is to figure this fucking shit out, like climate scientists.
Mhm.
And like if we get that data and that information and it says like confirms one way or another, shouldn't we have to like go with that?
Mhm.
Like, because if you get evidence and then you go that evidence is like wrong or been tampered with, then doesn't it kind of seem like you're not really like willing to listen to the argument anymore?
Mhm.
And that's what I see a lot. It's like you'll show people all these statistics and facts and like fucking drilled ice cores and the plots of data points of CO2 going up and temperature rising, and they just go, it's not real. Well, fuck you then, because you're not even listening now. You're not even playing the game.
Mhm.
Like, what do you know?
Right.
You believe the Earth is 6,000 years old, you fucking twat. You believe dinosaurs. You believe God made the Earth old. You're stupid.
Mhm.
You're an idiot.
Well, I'm
Not you.
remember that being posed as a theory that God made the Earth old, and of course it's dumb,
Yeah, like
but it's the only one that are like chess. Like when
it's a
I heard
loophole to
it,
make you win.
it's a loophole. Whereas like can't disprove that one. That God made it old and made dinosaurs to fuck. It's ludicrous.
Yeah.
But if God liked to fuck with people, he just made it old.
He's
know.
a prankster.
Yeah, he's a
guy.
prankster.
Dude, he should have put dicks where our nipples are. That's a way better prank. That would have made shit screwy.
Yeah.
You suck at pranking, God. Suck at pranks.
I want to try and tackle one more
Yeah.
lighter-hearted subject
Sure, yeah.
than politics before we wrap up.
I think our general assessment was fuck politics. So I think we're good on that.
How was Chris Rock?
Oh, yeah.
How was his show? You talked a little bit about it.
Yes, it was great. I mean, he dabbled into the Trump stuff, but he didn't like go
Yeah.
nuts about it.
Like I said, it's
You
the
know,
hardest material to do, I think.
yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
right now. It so divides an audience. And just open micers are lining up to try it out.
Well, because it seems like it's going to be like, I'm going to blow their minds with my fucking crazy viewpoints. And you get up there and hack. Hackety hack, coming on the hack show at 9 hack o'clock. Hack.
And you're just asking drunks to yell at you
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
bar. What
Like,
a
you
nightmare.
might as well just start out, like,
I mean-
talking about your dick.
Look what happened to Bobby Slayton.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, his show, that was,
Well, they
that
were
was
pussies.
ridiculous.
What kind of people can't handle a joke?
Yeah.
Like, you bought a ticket, you dumb fuck. You're coming here to listen to people be, like, inflammatory.
hmm
You know it's going to be that way. What the fuck were you expecting?
Well, that's what was so funny to me is those people sat there and cheered, and the whole time he's like, yeah, he made fun of Muslims, he made fun of gays, he made fun of blacks. Oh, he's talking about Trump. Fuck him. I'm gonna storm out. You're not as advertised. Like people just want to pick teams, I guess. It was
Hey, man. We're just monkeys, man. We just want, yeah.
Team Red, Team Blue.
I really always come back to that. I try to get meta sometimes, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm just a fucking hairless ape.
Monkey.
Yeah, monkey, whatever.
It's I can't deny it when I'm just constantly shoving different drugs into my body to try and quell some sort of anxiety.
Yeah, man. Wow, good lighthearted subject. We rolled into.
I know, couldn't quite leave it. Oh well.
Who's got anything going on this week, man? We got any shows? Any?
I know. On April 8th, I have the show with Vincent V. Hill here at the Pecan Theater.
Oh, V Hill times 2.
I know. As far as I can remember right now, that's all I have going on. You, Chris, you got a bunch of stuff coming up?
And I'll be in Pueblo at the Pueblo Country Club. Yes, there is one.
All right. Pueblo Country Club. There is one.
April Fool's Day. April Uno. Myself and Ron Ferguson and Marco Lara.
Nice. That'll be cool.
Yeah,
Rad, dude. Well, thanks for coming on.
yeah dude.
Yeah.
Pleasure, man.
A last minute thing.
Thank you.
Thanks for the hat.
Totally.
And thanks for the space intro. That's cool.